Before we get into the video, I'm gonna rant a bit. So I'm gonna start doing this thing where I read like a comment or two. So like during the video. So if you have a weird comment or something funny or just I don't know any cool thing, comment it down below. It might be read in the next video. Let's start with today's first comment. Oh man, listen, everyone here knows that the only Uchiha that was a boss, Itachi, Madagascar, and Shisui. Oh, and Kakashi. And then he said a bad word, okay? We don't say bad words on here, okay? YouTube, please give me good ads, okay? This is a very family-friendly channel, as you can say by the many nice artistic thumbnails we have on here. Everyone else and Kakashi is an Uchiha. I mean, he even the Uchiha's secret weapon, known by many, the power of the emo. I'm confused on why he or she randomly capitalized words. But anyways, a lot of you guys also commented asking for what if Naruto was Madagascar's brother, if I was going to continue that or not. I don't think I'm going to continue it. The fanfic gets really dark, and I personally don't really like dark fanfics, and I don't think YouTube is going to like it very much either. Also, those earrings are a little sus. Now moving on to the actual story. Chapter 19. Konoha Infiltration Mission, Naruto's POV. I slink. I would like to know what slink means. Move smoothly and quietly with gliding steps. I didn't know that. That's cool. See, you learn new things on this channel. This is a very good channel. It's the second channel, okay? Give me a break. I slink through the dimly lit streets, avoiding detection. Even with their now very tight security, they don't have a chance of finding me. I grew up on these streets. I know my way around this village better than anyone living in it. It is all their fault, of course. Back when people used to chase me every day. Back when the villagers skipped work just to beat me for hours. But after trying to escape for years, I know every hidden passage, every single spot in this village. Flashback to Naruto when he was 5. A small 7-year-old boy was running across a dark street. It was about 11 p.m. and now snow was on the ground. The boy had an orange jacket on and had no shoes. He was panicking. Why? Because 8 grown men had been chasing him for the past 3 hours. His nose was bleeding, but he couldn't worry about that now. He couldn't worry about his frozen feet either. He heard the cries of his pursuers and dived into an alley. I would like to congratulate the author. It seems like he's getting better. We got you now, demon. The man who seemed to be the instigator of his torture yelled. He ran in the alleyway. It's time to settle things once and for all. Unfortunately for Tsuyu Haruno, Naruto had been in this situation before. By the time the men reached the alley, he was gone. Dang, how dare that wretch even touch my Yorokobi. I'll kill him for that. The leader of the man, now classified as Tsuyu, growled. Naruto, however, was already in Konoha's sewer system and was now on his way home. Flashback end. Naruto's POV. I'm taking the sewer system directly to the building where the Konoha official I am ordered to kill is. I sneaked through the smelly corridors of the sewer. As I turned a corner, a blurry man with a head of pink hair came out of the shadows. There you are, demon. It took me a while to find you, but now that I have found you, you will pay for your crimes, the man said. I know this man. I've seen him too many times. Hello, Tsuyoi. What have you been doing all these years? cursing you for stealing my daughter from me. I never stole her. She came to me of her own free will. For what comment I get a kunai thrown at me. I caught it mid-air. I'm afraid that you're the one who must pay for your crimes. I cannot forgive you for how you treated your Kobe, I said. Flashback, approximately 3 hours before previous time. Naruto was on his way from trying to buy clothes for his upcoming days at the academy, and overall wear. Anything would do, other than orange. He used to like orange, and it ranked quite high on his list of favorite colors, until the shop owner started selling him purely orange clothes. Soon he came to despise orange. He needed to mix things up. Unfortunately, the shopkeepers enjoyed his suffering, and sold him nothing but the usual orange. As he walked past one certain very large house, he heard crying. Now, a normal human may not have been able to hear this cry, since it was coming from the backyard, but Naruto with his fox-like sense of smell and hearing could both hear the crying and smell the tears. He snuck into the backyard of this house and spotted a small girl about his age crying. She had a handprint on her right cheek and was sobbing uncontrollably. "Why are you crying?" Naruto asked sympathetically. The girl was probably waiting for someone to vent to, because she poured her heart out to Naruto. "After mom left, dad started drinking. He begins to get angry with me. He yells things like, 'It's all your fault, and you should never have been born.' Then he started to hit me, sometimes with his fist, sometimes with a broken bottle, sometimes with a stick." The girl finished still in tears. Naruto's face went from a look of sympathy to a look of rage. Also, we do not condone child abuse, okay? Don't do that. Let's move on to the rest of the story. "What is your name?" he asked. "You're Kobe Haruno," the girl answered. "Come with me. We can play at the park together," Naruto offered. "Like friends?" Yorikobi asked. "Yeah, like friends." Yorikobi's face lit up. "Yay, I've never had friends before," she exclaimed. "Me neither," Naruto confessed. The two skipped down to the park and started to play tag. The two were having so much fun, they totally lost track of time. Soon, darkness fell upon the field. "I should probably head home now, before my dad gets angry," Yorikobi said sadly. "Okay, I'll walk you home, and we can play tomorrow, alright?" "Alright," Yorikobi said cheerfully, reassured by the fact she could play with her newfound best friend the next day. The two friends started to walk to Yorikobi's house together. Just as the house was coming into view, Yorikobi tripped and fell, scraping her knee. She started to sniffle and soon started crying. Naruto comforted her and said that everything would be alright. He held her up, and at that precise moment, Tetsuya Haruno, drunk and angry, exited his home to see the demon child he hated so much touching his daughter. "Get your hands off my daughter, you wretch!" the large, intimidating man yelled. "Run, Naruto!" Yorikobi managed to squeak. Naruto didn't need to be asked twice. He knew this man. This was a ninja who had consistently beat him to a bloody pulp for days on end. Naruto took off running, with a look of pure terror in his cerulean eyes. Flashback end. Naruto's POV. "I know exactly how I'll handle this guy. He doesn't seem like a threat anymore. In fact, I don't think I'll handle him at all. It was decided. This guy wouldn't be mine to handle. I would simply knock this clown out and send him to his loving daughter for some real punishment." I just DM'd the author of the fanfic. Maybe we can do something cool if he responds. I don't know. Konoha assassination op. Naruto's POV. After cleaning things up with my soon-to-be father-in-law, I continued down the pitch-black tunnel. If not for the extremely good night vision that I've developed over time, I doubt I would have been able to see my hand in front of my face. The corridor ended, and I climbed through the manhole at the end. I was very close to my goal. Now, I jumped onto the roof of a 2-story apartment in order to see into a certain window on the 5th story of a tall building. I was certain the official would be there. I just had to make sure they were alone. Sure enough, the official was nodding off in their office. I smirked as I jumped off towards the building. Suna Yurikobi's house, Tetsuya's POV. My head was pounding as I woke up. The last thing I remember was that demon lunging at me. I wonder where I am. I'm laying on a hard but not cold surface. Probably wood. It's not smelly, so I doubt I'm in the sewer anymore. I stood up. I looked down, and words have been written on my chest. He is yours. Do what you want with him. That can't be good. Who will do whatever they want with me? Maybe it's one of the demon's rabid pets. All of a sudden, the door was bursted open. Who in the ever-living heck is in my house? A woman with orange hair and green eyes yelled. She looked at me, her eyes filled with hate. She didn't even read my chest before attacking me. The woman started to mercilessly wallop upon me. I don't even know this woman. Who could it be? A devil? An angel? Who are you? And why are you attacking me? I asked between punches. For that question, I received a solid chakra punch to the gut. I flew into the wall. I'm your daughter, you insensitive, abusive rat. I don't think I can read that on YouTube. She's gonna do not nice stuff to him, she roared. This is my daughter? I didn't think she would be so hateful towards me. I just remember being so angry after my wife left. The whole thing was a blur. I do remember that demon touching my daughter though. I won't be able to forgive that. Don't think for a second I'll forgive you, she said as she pounded me to the ground. Naruto told me the stories. He told me what you did to him. I can't forget that. I can't forgive that. You're a dead man. I'm a bloody mess. I don't think I can stay conscious for much longer. I think this will be where my life ends. That took a dark turn. Konoha, Naruto's POV. I sneezed. Your Kobe must have started it by now. I almost pitied Tetsuya. Almost. I've arrived at the building. I snuck into the 3rd story window. The security is unusually loose. Konoha needs to step up their game. I snuck up the stairs, staying at the shadows. The Ombu is still on the prowl. As I entered the room, the official woke up. That doesn't matter though, it's too late for her now. Naruto? She asked, surprised. Yes, I'm afraid your time has come, Granny. Alright. Yep, no, the story is dark. Konoha, 5:30 p.m. Sakura's point of view. As I woke up, my face... Wait, no. It's 5:30 a.m. Because that's how military time works. As I woke up, my face instantly fell into a frown. The sealing of the 14 Tails was happening today. I got up, ate breakfast, and started on my way to Lady Tsunadi's office to get my hospital assignments for the day. I climbed the long staircase. The tower is still empty. I am usually one of the managing medical ninjas in the hospital, since I am the most qualified, and because of that, I have to brief early. I walk into Tsunadi's office. Her head is resting on a desk, and she looks like she is sleeping. As I got closer, however, it doesn't look like that. I nudged her. Tsunade? I whispered. Get up. I turned her head to the side, and I was horrified with what I saw. There's a hole in her forehead. 2 inches in diameter, and the words, "The Black Kitsune was here," were carved into the desk. Tsunade, it appears, has been dead for hours. I didn't think Naruto would be this cold-hearted. We both looked at Tsunade like a motherly figure. How could he have done something like this? I have to tell the council. Time skip, 8 hours. 1:30 p.m. Konoha. The council held an emergency meeting concerning Tsunade's death, the successor to the seat of Hokage. After much debate, it was finally decided that it was time of war. Danzo would be the most fitting to lead Konoha. The ceremony was now to take place. Attention, citizens of Konoha. One of the geezers on the council below, Tsunade was assassinated by none other than Naruto Uzumaki. His price has doubled in the bingo book. In this time of war, we must decide on an effective Hokage fast and efficiently. Consequently, we have chosen Danzo to lead us in this time of war. He has valiantly accepted. Danzo is now officially the 6th Hokage of Konoha. I don't know why I struggled with valiantly. Time skip to the ceiling of the 14th tale. Sasuke's point of view. I'm in the basement of the Root Ambu headquarters. The ceiling is about to start. Sasuke, we must chain you to the floor in order to ensure the safety of the village. I'm sorry, Danzo said apologetically. I said, gotta play it cool. I'm from the elite Uchiha clan after all. Lord Hokage, we will not be able to keep the beast at bay for much longer. We have to seal it now, a Root Ambu captain said, panting. Understood. Chain Sasuke to the floor, Danzo said. My boy Danzo, kinky. Bring out the 14 tails. Out of the massive gloom comes a massive wolf. The wolf is massive, at least 3 times the size of my biggest Susanoo. The wolf is solid black with a Sharingan in his right eye. His paws are each the size of an academy classroom. How on earth could they have made something to this magnitude? This project was started when the 2nd Hokage was in office. He made it to combat attacking nations, Danzo said. It's time to begin. Why does it only have 1 tail? Sakura asked. It doesn't. In reality, it has 14, but they are presently swirled together into 1 large tail, Danzo answered. He seems like quite the expert. Stand back, everyone. We're starting the sealing process in 3. Actually, I'm starting to enjoy this fanfiction. The writing is getting way better. Okay, so the author responded. He said he wouldn't mind coming on the channel. I'm not sure if it's gonna be the next episode or not, but if you've enjoyed, smash that like button, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you all in the next part. Roll the outro.